Imagine you're skating to class trying to get there on time. You're not bothering anyone, just cruising along, and then out of nowhere you spot a Cal Poly transportation officer. You panic, try to hop off quick, and end up wiping out. Now you're scraped up, late, and embarrassed just because you were using a skateboard. And that's actually what students deal with here at Cal Poly. Cal Poly has had this ban since the 1980s, which is wild because the university also pushes for shared road use and sustainability. So, how does banning one of the most accessible and eco friendly ways to get around make any sense? Skateboards are actually one of the most efficient ways students get around campus. As seen in studies from campus mobility researchers, skateboards take up less space than bikes, don't require parking infrastructure, and help students avoid being late without having to rely on a shuttle that may not always be on time. According to a study by Portland State University, many students who skate report improved mental focus and less stress just from the act of riding. It's quiet, it's eco friendly, and it doesn't clog up sidewalks like e scooters sometimes do. As seen in videos from other campuses like UCLA and UC Davis, skateboards are treated as a normal part of campus life. So, skateboards also allow students to not have to pay the absurd amount of money for parking on campus due to them being able to skate to class. Contrary to popular belief, skateboarding isn't as dangerous as people think. In 2019, it ranked 10th on the National Safety Council list, safer than biking and even gym equipment. The real danger comes from cars, not sidewalks. Banning skateboards would just push the riders onto riskier roads. And according to Mustang News, first you get a warning, second time $138 fine, third time that jumps up to $180, and then $360 for every offense after that. These punishments are way too harsh for simply using an efficient and sustainable mode of transportation.
And as seen in a Reddit post from a Cal Poly student, despite the ban, skateboarding is still super common on campus. Students with longer commutes are questioning if it's even worth locking up a bike when skating is quicker and more convenient. So students are still skating, even with the threats of fines and citations. Maybe it's time the rules actually reflect reality. The current policy doesn't stop people from skating, it just punishes them for choosing a practical, fast, and sustainable way to get around. And let's be real, Cal Poly prides itself on innovation, sustainability, and student well-being. How does banning skateboards support any of that? Instead of criminalizing skaters, the school could designate safe skate paths, provide signage, or even offer education on responsible riding, just like it does for bikes. As seen at other universities, when skateboarding is embraced instead of banned, campuses become more efficient and more inclusive of student transportation choices. It's time for Cal Poly to be caught up. Skateboarding isn't the problem here. The outdated policy is. Let's stop punishing students for making smart transportation choices and finally lift the ban.
And if Cal Poly wants to be serious about sustainability, accessibility, and student safety, unbanning skateboards is just a no-brainer. We're Alexis Avila Ramirez.
And Jamal Kristoffer Dungan. And we thank you for listening.